My name's Jamie Ware, and I'm the marketing director with Blanchard and Calhoun. So today we're doing something a little bit different from our normal Blanchard Biz. We are actually going to interview Ashley Whitaker, who's the director with the Columbia County School District Foundation, here in the studio. So we're just going to switch it up. Thanks for joining us today, Ashley.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the mission, the actual mission of the foundation, and then how does that kind of feed or connect into the needs of the school?
Yeah, so we are a nonprofit organization that, cultivates resources, partnerships, sponsorships, all to support our school district. And that's the entire school district. So our students, our teachers, our staff, our school community, we want to support, every piece of it and help improve and enhance the things that we already have in place.
So I've noticed, especially when I went through the leadership program with Columbia County, the high schools now are offering, like you said, all of these different hands-on programs, like even just fixing cars and all of that stuff, and robotics and getting into video, which I thought was super neat. What do you feel like was kind of the catalyst to bring these types of programs into our school system?
Yeah, so it has been a project within the school district, and it started off kind of small, and this year I believe we have around 600 students who are in our work-based learning program, which means that they have a job within the community and they're learning life skills. I think that what has really made it so great in my mind is we have our CTAE director. His name is Brooks Smith, and what I like about what he says and what he does and his staff is they have this conversation with students, not like, because I remember when I was in school, it was the same experience. If you weren't going to college, you weren't doing a great job, and that was seen as a failure. But with the Columbia County School District, it's not seen that way. It's not seen as like a second choice. It's a first choice if that's something that a student is drawn to, and there's no shame in that, and we don't attach shame or value to it, and I think that's really important.
24-25 alone, the foundation raised nearly $236,000. Talk us through where those dollars went and, what's the impact in the classroom?
Those dollars have gone to a number of things. We have 5 major focus areas. The biggest focus areas are probably like our student support, and that, when I say student support, I mean like those in-class initiatives, things that benefit them while they're in school, and that's from K through 12.
What does the future look like for the foundation? We've got some future plans, future goals.
So like I said, we're still very much in our infancy, and what that means is we're still, a big part of what I'm doing is the education piece. Thank you so much for having me here today, because this is one part of it, is telling people what we do and who we are and about the resources that we provide. I think the Columbia County School District is such an amazing school district. And I will say that being able to support a foundation like this and to pull in the caliber of sponsors that we've been able to pull in and to build the partnerships we've been able to build, it really is a sign of a healthy school district, and I'm really proud of that.
Absolutely. And I think that's part of why we wanted to have you on the Blanchard Biz, was because I don't think a lot of people know what you guys are doing and all the great stuff you're helping with. So let's turn that around. How can our community help you? What kind of community involvement besides like partnerships? What do you need from us to help you guys be successful and kind of map out some futures for our kids?
I mean, on a really, really simple level, the easiest thing to do is just engage with our content. We're on social media. We're on the Board of Education's website. We have our own little website. If you look under Foundation, just to kind of take a look at what we're doing. We have really cool events coming up throughout the year. So we have Principal for a Day on November 20th. That's a program where we partner with the Columbia County Chamber Foundation, and we pair community leaders with our principals so they could kind of learn, kind of see a day within a school and kind of like all the things that go into that. We're always looking for volunteers for that or sponsors. We also, in the spring, this is our third year doing it, we do a Top golf tournament called Tee Up for Education. This year is going to be on March 16th. And we're always looking for teams and community sponsors for that. It's a really, really fun day. Even if you're not good at golf, which I'm not, you can still come.
No one's ever good at golf.
Yeah, network, have lunch. We really, I'll start actively recruiting for teams for that too.
What would your message be to our students? What these upcoming students, whether they're in first, second grade, or all the way about to be in high school or in high school, what kind of resources can they get from you?
Definitely, college is expensive, and
you would know.
Yeah,
you've got one in college, right?
So I think a lot of times our students, they might even look at our scholarship options and they're like, $1,000, like what's that going to do? It can do a lot. And I would just encourage them to reach out to me, even, whether it's for a scholarship option that we offer, or if they're just looking for opportunities, I could help them find those things.
That's awesome.
And I really would like to just tell, really honestly be a resource to our teachers and to let them know that we're here to help support some of the really cool stuff that they're doing in their classes.
That's so awesome. Well, we are so grateful. We really are. We're so grateful for everything you guys are doing.
Yeah, thank you so much. We're really excited. The response so far has been amazing. Our fiscal year starts July 1. And I will say, even this school year, we're already up to like 94,000 raised. And that's in addition to what we did last year. So we're just hoping that we'll continue to kind of build that momentum and be able to give back in a meaningful way to our school district.
That's awesome. Well, we will definitely keep up with you, and hopefully we'll have more updates. Definitely keep us in mind if you've got some cool stuff coming in that we can help get some awareness for you.
Will do.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you.